George, how fired up are you for the opener? When you do all this work and the way last year ended?
Yeah, just like you said, we have a lot of motivation going into this season. Prove some people right, prove some people wrong. Fired up, super excited to get this thing started and prove what we got and what we're made of. So.
The Chargers lost one of their big pieces on the offensive line earlier. You guys you're scouting preseason games and whatever you can get. But what does their unit look like right now that you get ready to see on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, kind of fairly similar, minus that one change. Like you said, they brought in a new guy and kind of some similar pieces from last year and what we've seen for sure. I mean, we got a lot of respect for that unit. They're a good team and they got a great O-line, great quarterback, of course, receivers, all that stuff. So, they got a great unit up front. So.
George, you've played Justin Herbert several times now. What makes him different than other NFL quarterbacks?
I'm not gonna say what differentiates him in my opinion because that doesn't really matter. But he's one of those elite guys. He's one of those top quarterbacks that really can do it all. There's the Patricks of the world, the Justin Herberts of the world, Josh Allen, Lamar. List goes on. But he really could do it all. So I wouldn't say it's what makes him different. I guess I should say what makes him different is that he could do it all. Like those elite guys, he could throw the ball. He's dangerous with his feet. So he really could do it all. He's really smart too. So we respect the heck out of him.
George, I know last year the defensive line kind of got off to a slower start as far as sack numbers and what you guys are used to. How much has that been stressed to kind of get off to a quicker start in that category this year?
Yeah, we're definitely aware of that, and it's kind of it's been talked amongst ourselves the whole offseason, and definitely one of the motivators we have going into the season. Just affecting the quarterback in any way we can because that's going to help our team win at the end of the day and our defense succeed. So. Definitely something that we're going to strive for, just getting the quarterback down, affecting the game in the best way we can.
George, just curious what you've seen from Charles throughout training camp.
Charles come back and put his head down and worked. He's been awesome. I think this is the first time since Charles has been here that he'll start off the season with us. So that's great. We got our rush group, we got our guys, and I'm super excited for him. For all of us, I know all of us got something to prove, and certainly Charles is too. So we're really fired up. We're really excited.
You look around the defensive room, just what you have on the roster right now. What do you like about your defensive room heading into this season?
The D line or the defense?
The whole defense.
Well, there's a lot of continuity. It's been ever since I've been here in 2022. I feel like it's been like a core group of guys. It's been the same, and that goes for coaches too. Minus like. Guy here or there and a coach here or there, but it's been very similar, which is great because you could build off of stuff. Everybody's familiar. There's not as much teaching. Everybody's familiar. You know where you're at, where you're going, all that stuff. So it's awesome. There's guys that like I said, because we didn't finish the way we wanted to last year, we're extremely motivated, and we're hungry.
You're 6'4". How are you?
I'm 6'3" and 3/4. Yeah. Conway 6'0" 3/4.
I'm the same height, so I rounded to 6'4".
I probably should too, right? 6'5" with shoes on.
How are you feeling about that? 12-hour plane ride down, a couple of hours on a bus. How exciting is that?
I mean, I don't know how other people feel, but for me, I'm kind of almost used to it. I'm traveling back and forth from Greece since I was, a younger kid, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, when you've done it enough, and I've done it since I was, a year old. It was the first time I came to America, when I was in Greece, and kind of gone back and forth ever since. It's kind of something I'm used to, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, and you know how to deal with it. So, for me, it's not that big of a deal. I mean. I'm huge I'm a huge proponent, obviously, being an international guy, but more and more international games being played, I'm all for it. I think that's the next step in getting this great game to grow kind of internationally. So I'm all for it. Yeah, the flight is a little long, but what are you going to do?
When was the last time you made that flight to Greece?
I came back in May.
So, yeah, just this year.
Yeah.
How many hours?
Well, it depends on which route you take. And depending on what time of the year. If you go, there's a direct from JFK, Boston, Miami, Atlanta, and Philly, and Chicago too, actually, from I think it's like late April to mid-September. So then you got the direct, the Delta and American has that. And then all the other year you make a stop, so you go like Kansas City to one of the bigger ones, and then a stop in Europe, and then that too. So it really just depends. I've done it all, trust me.
This would be nice though, one flight.
It'll be nice. It's the first, probably the first direct Kansas City to Sao Paulo. So it'll be cool.
Have you noticed more interest in football in Greece since you've been entered the league?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, my fiance is over there right now, kind of, visiting family, all that stuff, and she kind of expressed to me that she's going places and people are like coming up to her and like asking her about me and stuff like that. And when I was back for a couple months in the off season, that's where I stay and all that. But it was awesome. Just I think the sport is growing a lot more. Definitely in like the Spanish speaking countries. Like I know it's huge in Spain. In Greece, certainly. I think in Europe you'll see more and more of it as we play more international games. So I'm all for it. I was in a unique situation. My mom's from America, so I had a unique opportunity to come to America. But there's a lot of kids out there that could benefit from the programs that the league's having with Player Pathway and give some opportunities to some kids over there. So I'm all for the international stuff.
Have you started getting in those Greece marketing deals though?
Not as much. I like to be more incognito when I'm back home, but yeah, it's all good.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, George.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
Thank you.